one drawback is that technologically we are efficient. That's why agents So, as you can see, the area in which I live in is quite beautiful. However, the one drawback is that technologically we are quite deficient. That's my Agent Smith impression. What do you guys think? I'm frequently accused of looking like Agent Smith with my little clip-on prescription glasses. So, that's my impression. So yeah, that's the drawback. We live in a great area. However, our internet frequently is poor and oftentimes goes out, so I'm stuck. Can't do any work, and it should be up. If actually it is up right now, and I should be able to get back to work. But very atypical day for me. Took the kid to school, no internet, can't do any work, so I just went right to the gym. Got a lot of my training in. Got the bigs all done, and then had to go pick up the kid from school. Went and got him, and I'll just finish it up here while I'm doing 3D muscle journey work. I just have accessory work to do anyway, you know, little stuff like flies and side laterals and, you know, things like that. So that's easy enough to do here. You know, life happens, and so we adjust. On the training front, we're starting our first microcycle of an intensity block as we taper down for the meet, so volume's coming down, but loads and frequency are going up. And so yeah, life threw me a curveball, but doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to slow me down in any way, shape, or form, and we'll just have to push through. So hopefully this helps some of you realize that when roadblocks get in your way, you know, you have to adjust, hit the ball on the fly. Shoot, I even had a raging headache today as I was training, but it's gone away, and I've managed to get through it. It's time to get some 3D muscle journey work and get some accessory work done. Side symmetry pose. We still want the same thing. We want to look big and thick up here and small here. So what we do to do that, we don't want to look like this because we look straight up and down, right? We just twist the upper body. And now look at my V taper. So the best way to set up a side symmetry pose, get in your front symmetry pose, okay? Chest is up, shoulders are down, here you are in a front symmetry pose, right? As if, imagine you've got a broomstick in your hands and you're twisting your shoulders, twisting your upper torso with that broomstick in contact with your body. Okay, just like that. And you can see now my shoulders look wide, my waist looks small. So now training, yes. In between mesocycles, when you finish one mesocycle and you start another mesocycle, that is a perfect time to freshen up the exercises, okay? It's always poor form to be a program hopper and then just up and use that fancy hammer strength machine that the gym just got. But That being said, we do need to keep it fresh on occasion. And so you run a 9, 12, 15-week mesocycle, cap it with any intensity block. Now's the perfect time to freshen it up. So I am just getting a little intra-workout, BCAA here. And the reason I'm filming this is for those of you who love AR5 by AST. You are going to want to pick some of this up because it's going to be discontinued very, very soon. And I love this stuff. It tastes good. It helps me get my water in, and it's got branching amino acids in it. So yeah, it's going out of stock. Get some while it's still around. Start data. What I've done is I've averaged out all these macros, and here's the average right here, 2,600 calories for 18,000 calories per week. That's your current weekly intake. And you can see on average you're dropping weight. When you put in your application, I think you put your weight of 167.8. This week here, our average was 167.8. We're seeing a 165 now that we never saw before, and we're trending to have a weekly average of more than a pound less. Okay, so what I've done is I've given you macros that give you, instead of 18,500 a week, 18,800 a week. That's a 360 calorie surplus. Okay. All right, guys and gals, so I'm going to cap this vlog here just on kind of a closing summary of what I feel is the importance of coaching, and kind of on both sides, being a coach and then also being coached. So I think I'll probably start by being coached, because at the present time I am being coached and I'm being programmed by somebody else. And I'm really enjoying it. I really am. But to be honest with you, the enjoyment is almost secondary to what I feel is the true value of what I'm getting from the coaching. And that is that I am doing things that I probably would not be doing if I was programming myself. Not only in the grand scheme of things, like as in terms of, mesocycles and when to run intensity and volume and when to pull back, but then also I'm finding that I might cut myself a little bit short, and when I'm in the gym, or say that I'm at the end of a microcycle, I might just say, let's save that for another day. I'm running short on time, I'm getting tired, whatever. Let's call it good, and mostly finding that at the end of a microcycle, when the week's training is just about done, and I'm finding that there's just a couple of things missing, and I might, if I was doing this myself, I might just say, good enough, we'll get that next week or whatever. But what I'm finding right now is that I'm really almost kind of feeling a self-imposed urgency to get all of the volume in, and in a way I almost feel like I'm letting my coach down if I don't get all the volume in. And so, with that being said, I put some pressure on myself. That's kind of a good pressure I probably would not have put on myself if I wasn't being held accountable by somebody else. And so that's what I'm feeling is, as a client, as an athlete, I'm really feeling that benefit almost far and exceeds all of the other benefits. The benefits such as not having to worry about my volume and my percentages of increase in intensity and volume from microcycle to microcycle, and just taking out the thinking of it. The accountability is really kind of above and beyond that. And then on the flip side, being a coach, I kind of gave you some little clips and little snippets of the kind of coaching that I provide for our clients here at 3D Muscle Journey. And that in itself, makes us better coaches. It makes us, not only better coaches to others, but then also better athletes ourselves. But I almost feel like we've really got a step above a lot of coaches that are out there, simply because we are a team. We are a unit. And so collectively, we've got this anecdotal evidence and research from literally hundreds of clients a year. It possibly could be thousands of clients over the course of the last 5 years between the four of us. And then collectively we all have our strengths, me being in the health field, Alberto having all of his didactic education in nutrition, Jeff with all of his years of experience and really his experience as a very sensitive responder to weight training. And then of course, probably most importantly, is the man that is doing the groundwork. It's doing the research and reviewing all of the studies and doing the meta-analysis today that is going to be, kind of the books that are written tomorrow that are going to kind of be the gold standard. And so that helps us as coaches, but then it in turn helps us provide better coaching for our clients. And that's something that I'm really, really proud of, is that we've got, the continuing education and kind of the resources to lean on, having the four of us. Because without that, I tell you what, I would be pretty darn stressful, because, I take my clients' goals very seriously. And when things aren't going quite right, and clients tend to stick, or they plateau, or maybe they're just feeling the pressure of not being ready in time for their show. And then more so the stress of just when we're having a peak week and we've got clients that are going up on stage that weekend and they're reporting in daily. That's stressful. And I don't know, first of all, I don't know how other, coaches that just kind of are by themselves taking on clients without those resources. I don't know how they mentally handle that, because really this is almost kind of like 50% contest prep and 50% life coaching. And I don't know if I could handle that if it was just me by myself. Having this team to lean on is really a godsend, and it makes me a better coach. So guys and gals, I'm going to leave it there. Hope you enjoyed this vlog. I think it's number 8 in my little series here. And come next vlog, I think I better throw up some physique updates and kind of update you all on how the physique is looking, not only just how the performance is in the gym in relation to powerlifting. So thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for your support of 3D Muscle Journey, and keep at it. Keep training hard. Keep training naturally.